Okay, so lesson 12, part 1, number 1. What's the research question? I said, will changing the amount of time each employee spends during the assembly line shorten the time it takes to make the product?
Yes.
Okay, and then B, the null and alternative hypothesis. I said the null was that I guess it was the mean time was 42.978 minutes, and the alternative was that the mean is less than 42.978 minutes.
What number are we on?
Number 1, part B, I guess, for lesson 12.
Okay. Okay. Sorry.
No problem. Right. Somebody else wanna...
The difference mean equals 0, and then alt was difference mean doesn't equal 0.
Okay.
Yeah. And then to collect the data, describe the data collection procedure. I just put down the researcher collected the minutes, collected the assembly time from the 9 factory workers before they made the changes, and then he did it after they made the changes. That's basically what I said.
Yeah.
And then number 3, describe the data in a short paragraph using a summary statistic to describe the data. After the paragraph, insert an appropriate and well-labeled graph to illustrate the data. So I just put down the mean of the difference is 1.056. The standard deviation of the difference was 2.5. Sample number was 9. I don't know how to show you guys the graph.
I wasn't completely sure, and then when I looked on the answer, it said that you're supposed to use like a QQ plot, and then I just didn't copy and paste it, but I made it.
Yeah, I didn't put it into my...
Yeah.
I didn't save it.
Yeah.
Okay, should we just move on to 4?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, for A, what type of hypothesis test is appropriate? And it's a paired sample t-test. And B, what are the requirements for the test? And I said it has to be a SRS and a normal distribution.
Yep. All right.
Pretty much.
So, and then C, the difference I got negative 1.22 for the test statistic.
Yeah.
And then
negative 1.22?
Yeah. And then
I got negative 0.220.
Okay. Like 0.220 or 1.220?
1.220 negative.
Yeah, that's the same.
Oh, okay.
And then degrees of freedom, there's 8. The p-value to the alpha level, I got 257. And then
I have a question. They mean 2 tails. Is that the same thing as saying?
Say that again?
Okay, that's what I thought too.
Okay. Okay. And so since
I said
the
that
p-value,
they mean like the two. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So fail to reject because the p-value is larger than the alpha level for F, and then G. I just said because the p-value is high, we fail to reject the null hypothesis. At this point, we are unsure to accept the alternative hypothesis. and then H, the 95% confidence interval I got was negative 3.051 and 0.940.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
And I guess number 5, I just said they need to try and find other ways to reduce the work time.
Yeah.
And just as an FYI, it's like super windy right now where I'm at. And the lights keep flickering, so if I just happen to pop offline, it's probably because I lost power or something. So
Okay.
just so you
That's
know.
good to know. All right.
Ready for the group quiz?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, we are in lesson 12, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Suppose we have set up data. Are we ready to start the quiz, or?
I was on Google Chrome and then I can't see like the images that are like the N or the X part, and so I'm getting on the Mozilla Firefox right now, and so I'm almost ready.
I don't know, mine is just a whole bunch of weird symbols. I mean, not everything, but
Yeah.
like
It's like I can't see the symbols on one web browser, and so I had to get on the next one. All right, now I'm ready. All right. Suppose we have a set of paired data. Let D equals. Is that supposed to be X bar? I don't know.
I think so.
Okay, X bar after minus X bar before. Null hypothesis is that the alternative. Okay. Okay, so Jordan collects a sample size of n and computes bar D equals 2.2 and SD equals 3.3. What is the value of the test statistic? Let's see.
how did we figure? Oh, I see. Right here.
So do we need to get on to SPSS for this problem? Or what's the formula for it?
The formula I remember was T equals D minus 0 divided by SD divided by the square root of 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got 2 when I did that.
So I got 2.
Me too.
Right, me too.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, number 4. The probability of being greater than 2 is 0.0403. Use the alternative hypothesis to determine the p-value for this test.
So we just plug that into that normal applet?
I don't know.
This is so weird.
Yeah.
I feel like the first few weeks were like super simple, and now all of a sudden it's jumped.
Yeah.
And it's a lot harder.
What the heck?
Yeah, do we just put the test statistic of 2 into the applet and then...
Well, I'm not sure because I guess we would have to say that was like the z-score. But I don't really know if that's right.
The alternative is that it is not equal to 0. That means it's a two-sided. I don't know how to do this.
I'm not really sure either.
Yeah.
The probability greater than 2. Probability of being greater than 2 is 0.0403. Wait, isn't the 0.043 the p-value? How is the p-value?
I don't know.
They didn't tell us. I don't know. Yep, you can't I guess.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Because, I mean, the p-value is the probability. And
That's
so I don't understand why they would give that to us and then ask us what the probability, or they would give us the probability and then tell us to determine the p-value.
Yeah.
It doesn't make that much sense. And then in the chapter, all it really talks about is just saying find the p-value and compare it to the level of significance. So.
Should we just put 0.043?
Yeah, I mean,
I just don't understand.
that's the only thing I can.
I'm tempted to just do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking too.
Okay. Sorry, my phone's running out of battery.
That's okay.
Okay, what is, it says, what is the BARD? What is that?
So we're supposed to make a column of, in SPSS, you're supposed to make a column of the differences of the two columns, and then I think it's supposed to be bar D, and I think we're supposed to say, like, what is the average difference?
Yeah.
So it's asking for the mean of the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot, I forgot how to do that. Dang it, and I just did it yesterday. How do I go back and do the difference column again? I go to analyze.
To make the difference column, you go to transform and then
That's
compute variable.
Okay.
Okay, there you go. Sorry. And then I did group 2 minus group 1. And okay. And then you find the mean for the difference column, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I got negative 31.025.
Yep,
Yeah, I got that
That's what I
too.
got. Is that what you guys got too?
Mhm.
Yep.
Negative
And
31.
for SD, I'm assuming that means standard deviation.
I think so.
I got 341.157.
Yep, that's what I got too.
You said 341.157?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. What is the test?
Okay, and so when we find the test statistic, well,
Is that just
let's
off
see.
the difference column?
Yeah. Okay, never mind. It's just confusing because, like, there's no, like, I guess it seems like they copy and pasted it, and none of, like, the codes went with it because it's like the null hypothesis is that it equals 0, and the alternative hypothesis is that exclamation point equals 0. And so, but I think it's supposed to be not equals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So for the test, wait 1 second here. The T, I got negative 0.407. Is that what you guys got?
Yeah, that is the one that we're
That's
supposed to
one
use, right?
sample. Yeah, I don't know which one I'm supposed to use too. So I just chose the one sample test.
Yeah, that's what I did too. With the difference column.
yeah. So, what did you guys get for the t-score?
Negative 0.407.
Okay. Yeah.
And our p-value, I remember she said something like, how the heck do you find a p-value? Oh, a p-value is 0.
Yeah, that's the sig two-tailed.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And because it is two sides, so it's 0. 9. No, 6, 8, 9. Is that right?
Yeah.
And then it says the level of significance is 0.1. So for number 9, we would fail to reject.
Yeah.
Correct.
And then suppose your alternative hypothesis is that it is less, or it's greater than 0. What is the correct decision based on this evidence? It would still be the same, fail to reject.
Wait, so 9 is fail to reject, and 10 is also fail to reject, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, number 11 is kind of weird. Would be 11 is asking, is the degree of freedom greater, or n is greater? N is greater, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because degree of freedom is n minus 1.
Yep. Okay, number 12. So if we're doing the same one, the p-value is going to be 0.001, right?
Let me just check.
Is that what you guys got?
Yeah, I got 0.001 too. What's our level of significance here?
0.01, and so we reject the null.
Oh. Okay, so 14, if you decide to try another alternative hypothesis, this time you use the alternative hypothesis saying that D is greater than 0, and you keep the same level of significance. Did your p-value increase or decrease? You said it's greater than 0, right?
Mm-hmm. So from the homework assignment that's due tonight, it looked like, so if the p-value is not equal to, then it's the p-value they give you. But if it's either greater than or less than, then you divide it in half. Is that what you guys?
That makes sense, yeah. Because if
Okay.
it's not equal to, then it's could be greater or less. So,
All right.
yeah.
So 14 is decrease?
Yeah.
Or, I don't get it.
So for 15, then we'd still reject.
Yeah, because it's still not low enough. Or, I mean, it's still
Still not
I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
It's, yeah, still not high enough.
Got what you meant.
Yeah. Okay, 16. As we have seen, the p-value depends on the alternative hypothesis. Setting aside the data in this problem, do you think that a general rule can be made? Which alternative hypothesis will give the smallest p-value? So the d is less than 0, it's not equal to 0, or it's greater than 0. So the smallest p-value, well, I'm not sure because
greater than or less than would be the same, right?
yeah, that's what I would think.
So then should we answer not enough information?
I think so, because I don't really think that it could be either one of those. I mean, it couldn't be any of those. So.
Should we submit it?
Yep.
I guess so.
I'm so confused.
All right. Well, we got the one, with the probability and the p-value one wrong, but I don't really know.
But all the rest are good.
Yeah.
Just that one that we really didn't make any sense.
I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
All right. I'm gonna call you guys back for the next lesson.
Okay.
Okay.